Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome to this message that I hope will give some clarity as to how we are going to be able to service our community over the next 4 weeks. And I do hope and pray it will only be 4 weeks. By now, a number of you will have seen the government broadcast yesterday about the imposition of new lockdown measures for the whole of England from the 5th of November. And a number of you will probably be wondering, what does this mean for us? Now, our services, as we know, will be suspended. All other meetings at the chapel, including youth meetings, will need to be suspended as well. The new legislation, if approved by Parliament, will come into force, as I said before, on the 5th of November. And accompanying this video, I hope that we'll be able to launch a schedule for other Sunday meetings for Relief Society, Elders Quorum, Young Men's and Young Women's. So a schedule should be published, and we also encourage other groups to meet virtually during lockdown to provide as many points where people can feel supported. Now, regulations give permissions for places of worship to be used in the case of broadcasting and for broadcasting services. And we will take up this option by leveraging the skill and knowledge that we've accrued so far to provide a weekly service every Sunday morning, and that will be broadcasted at 10 a.m. as per usual. Now, we hope to leverage technology to involve as many of you as possible so that you can remotely participate in these services, so we can still hear and see each other over the next 4 weeks. So that will include the ability for you to give talks to the congregation as well. That may be remotely, or it may actually be in person at the chapel. But again, regulations allow us to do that as well, with a minimum amount of people at the chapel. As the priesthood key holder to the sacrament, myself and the bishopric will give fresh authorizations for the next 4 weeks for brethren in the ward to administer the sacrament at home. And this will happen over the next week. Now, our hope is that this will be temporary, but this arrangement can be extended to provide services for a longer period if needed. Ministering will be key during this period of time, and the ability to meet up with one other person, not in your household, as outlined yesterday by our Prime Minister, provides the perfect way to knock on a door or to walk a mile with someone and to listen to how their shoes feel. I believe that some of the most powerful and transformative experiences can and will come as we minister in a higher and holier way. Those who I've walked a mile with, I hope, can testify to how just talking and being understood can be a mental and a spiritual lift for another child of God. Brothers and sisters, I hope this message finds you well. I hope that during this time that we can be drawn closer together, and by having various different touch points that we can be connected to each other, that we all feel more united and more supported during this time. And please, please, if you do feel low or down, please reach out. And I hope the Spirit will be able to touch our hearts, all of us collectively and individually, to respond to potentially an unmet need of others, another person who may be feeling at this time that they need a spiritual or mental lift. I love you, brothers and sisters. I hope that you are safe and will stay safe during this period of time. And these discussions, these things have been discussed for quite a few months now, but with the bishopric and the ward council. And we're all concerned for everyone's health and well-being. And I hope and pray that we will be restored again back in early December. And the plan is that Cluster 1 would be the first ones to meet again in the first Sunday in December. Take care. I love you. And be safe.